Welcome back to Exposed. Before the break, we were talking about the Ganawaga Summer Student Employment Program, as summer is just around the corner, but some of us are still finishing school. And with us in studio is Dahaja Daibo. He's Mohawk TV's intern, and you've been interning for us, like part of your school.
Yeah, I've been interning here for about a month and a half now, and I have no complaints whatsoever. I love every second of it. I've been learning so much every single day, and I'm counting my lucky stars because it's making me that much closer to be, hopefully, a worker here.
So you go to school in Belleville, Ontario, and what program are you in?
Okay, so I'm in a 3-year advanced diploma program, television and new media. So basically, all the behind the scenes, the camera, the editing, all the Pro Tools and everything. That's what we're working on, and I'm really excited for that.
Well, you know, I'm happy that there's like someone else that's like pursuing this like field, and like there's not like just like 3 of us that's been for a while.
Yeah.
And even I'm like not even in like you're like it's like a really like specific field, and I'm in communications. And it's like so much more broad, but everyone's like, oh, you study journalism, right? And like, yeah. And then, no. Like, yeah. So as I said previously, like, you know, the semester is wrapping up, and you're in the language program, and you'll be finishing in June.
June, yeah.
So how's the past 2 years been?
It's been good. I mean, it had its ups and downs, just like anything, you know, but it was overall good. I don't want it to end.
Well, like, how would you say, like, your like, when you entered the program, like, how much you've learned until now? Like, have you advanced?
I mean, like, in the language program, everybody's gonna come out of it differently, you know. And for myself, I feel like I came out like way ahead of where I started, definitely, but I'm still not like. Still need to work on it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But everybody's different, and everybody takes something else out of the program, and you know.
I had recently like seen like a few weeks ago like all the new students who will be entering the program, and they're like just getting their acceptance letters. So it was like kind of like, I was all like excited for them, and it's just.
They don't know what they're in for. No.
Well, it was like kind of like you probably experienced it too, and like I think like in every kind of like academic like program, you know, there's like so many people who start out, and then like by the end like your class kind of like dwindles. Like I'm in my 3rd year like production class is Intermedia, and we started out with like 11 students, and like by the end of the year we're like down to 9 of us only. And it's just like.
Well, same thing too. We started with 15, and now we're only 12. So.
Yeah, us too. We started with about 60 students, and now there's only about 40. So I mean, the difference from then until now is big, because when I went in there, I didn't know if I wanted to do media, and then now 2 years later, I'm like, yeah, this is something I want to do. Now that I got out there and got into the field, it's like, now this is my calling.
Well, so like same thing that like we're like, and now my program. But like that's what like the program I'm in is communications, and you can pick like 4 different streams. Like you can go in like, you know, your first year you have to do all like the introduction classes, and there's sound, there's film and video, and then there's like this weird thing called Intermedia, and it like. The way the department describes it, it's kind of like media that falls between the other like well-established ones. So I was like really interested in it because in our first year we did stuff like we worked with like graphic design and like Photoshop and stuff like that. And then the 2nd year I chose that as my stream to go into, and I ended up doing like web design and animation. And I was like, I really liked it because it was so broad, and it like, I guess the skills I've learned have helped me, not like I guess. Working here at Mohawk TV and like doing like the various things. And then I decided to be courageous and go for the 3rd year as well. And yeah, we recently also had like our end of the year vernissage where I presented my final project. I was happy about it.
So I heard you had a book.
Yeah, for my open assignment for my third year production class, I decided to make a book, which was a 24 graphic illustrated book. My theme was the eviction notices that took place in Kahnawake in 2010, and I guess so I had that displayed at a vernissage at the end of the year, because the overall theme of the show was this is not a book, and it was kind of challenging the concept of what a book really is. And there's a whole bunch of projects from the 9 of us in my class, and then there were just these amazing things where you can open boxes and stuff and explore different themes that they had. And for mine, in my class, we had, over the whole year, we had the theme of remediation, which really, I started with a project the year before that had a tiny little comment on the eviction notices and how I felt about it, and an animation where it was this little fluff guy got evicted because he's a fluff and he has no blood quantum, and it's just one of my smart ass comments, and then I ended up remediating that character, and then remediating the subject further through all these projects, such as making books and making something interactive. And then for this final project, I thought to go full circle and make another book, but drop his little story and make something that's more like a documentary, and I think it was successful as being kind of reflective, to our own people, to see how how the evictions played out in the media, and then to educate non-natives who didn't know anything about the issue. So that was my book.
And I had a chance to actually sit down and read the book, and I found it really, really interesting. Good job.
Thanks so much. So we have to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more Exposed after